So, if you do not know what is going on, what the situation is, or kind of what I'm talking about with the thumbnail, with the title, yada yada yada. There, this video, we are not talking about morality of what happened. We're not talking about the victims. I'm not mentioning any victims because doing so only seeks to further legitimize the ability of people who go to seek out this type of content. Something that has already happened with Cutie Cinderella, who I will have her statement linked in the bottom or in the description of the video. I will also have Atriox's statement on the matter linked at linked below. We are not here to debate the morality of what happened. It is very simple. It is very clear cut. It is not debatable. Looking at deepfakes in this manner, in this context. Okay, we're not talking about like a voice deepfake. This isn't like we're making it so like Eminem is gonna rap this verse that I wrote. We're talking about very serious shit. There is no debate in whether this is right or wrong. This is simply wrong. Okay? It is very simple. It is very easy to understand. This whole situation, what Atrioc did was wrong. Now, I've been in and around the Atrioc community for about a year half so, I guess, since 2021, however long that was, June of 2021. And in my time around in the community, there has not been any sort of pattern or behavior or tolerated sexism of any kind in the channel. Something that H Shark addresses in his apology, and something that if you are actually a viewer of Atrioc and not some fucking fucking John Jim or whoever, Mary Sue, who's coming around out of the woodwork to try and trash his community and who he is in terms of building a community and building a safe community for females or for frankly anybody. That shit's stupid. I've seen so many fucking takes and shit today of just like calling him a fucking pervert and all this other shit. I went on I have a Twitter. I went on Twitter. I made my own little um my own little statement and shit on the whole situation. You can go check that out. That'll also be in the description below if you want to follow my Twitter. That was completely up to you. But I stand by everything that I've kind of said and everything that I've really talked about. One of the things and one of the examples that I'm going to talk about, because this whole thing is all about publicity and how we talk about and how we react and how we legitimize things in the media and how the internet overall has fucked up massively, fumbled the bag harder than anybody has ever fucking done today. Okay. um one of these statements that I saw came from a creator that I actually liked. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Took a little break there. From a streamer and creator that I actually liked, who, whether they think it or not, whether she thinks it or not. To say that this is a common take, to imply that this is something that is common, implies and legitimizes that this is something that people actually agree with, and people who will see it will internalize, or more likely to internalize it as something that is normal. Now, Crusader, who is the individual in question, said some people need locked the fuck up or thrown in a mental asylum for thinking this shit is normal. Fucking disgusting pigs. Referring to people who allegedly, I've not really seen a whole lot of these comments, who have allegedly said that what H-Rock did was normal. No functioning, rational person with a fucking brain thought what happened was normal. Nobody did. There's not a single person who looked at what H-Rock did and said, yes, watching deepfakes of really anybody, especially creators, is a normal thing that you should be doing. That's not at all. That's not what he said. That is not what a whole lot of really anybody who I've seen in terms of on Twitter or something. Maybe there's some motherfuckers out there, some motherfucker drawing up L's like they're goddamn the LeBron James of taking L's. I don't know. I commented and I was like, no person thinks it's normal, and the purpose behind it is nobody thinks that this is normal, and at the same time, we're saying, or for the only real defense for H-Rock moving forward is this is one time thing. This is not a pattern. Something that he has proven with his actions in or within the community. Is this an action that goes against his prior actions? Yes. And he came out and immediately he didn't wait a few days. He didn't let the media try to wash some shit around. He came out with a statement within hours, within minutes of this becoming a thing that was talked about. Within minutes, he came out with an apology. And then today, when we all woke up, Dextero, who was really the only one who should have reported on this, came out with a report on him apologizing for it. And realistically, it should have ended there. Realistically, it should have ended at Dextero's thing. There should have been the Dextero report. Some creators come out and say that this is wrong. They come out and they say that what H-Rock did isn't like that's not something acceptable, and that he needed to be better. Along those lines. That is not what happened. Not what happened at all. In fact, that is the opposite of what happened. Multiple memes and shit were made about the whole situation, making fun of H-Rock, or making fun of H-Rock and making fun of the whole situation as a whole. And then we have people like John Smith, fucking If She 15, that's his actual fucking tag, If She 15, who came out and posted multiple pictures of not just the screenshot, right? Not just the incriminating screenshot, but of contacts that he had with the individual in question, who apparently goes by Bavfakes, I guess, who he DM'd, and then he dropped a complete list of individuals who were affected by this. A complete list of people. Not just like, oh, these are the people that like H-Rock is alleged of seeing. Not just those people, which he also tags in the post, but also all these other people. All these fucking people who are on this site. Which include, but are not limited to, Pokimane, and Mayahika, who are the only two people I'm going to mention. Only two people. Because those are the two people to which Dextero reported seeing in that we have on picture. Okay? And the way the internet fumbled this fucking bag between this guy and between Guard Hunter, who I don't know who the fuck Guard Hunter is. I guess he's a fucking, he talks about esports and shit. He blew up this one creator who is this kid talking about how he hates fucking math. I'm sure that Guard Hunter did not intend to do what he did, but he made the dumbest fucking shit of all time. He did the dumbest fucking shit of all time. He displayed the names and ended up displaying the website of the people who were fucking who were affected by this. He completely fumbled the bag. And like, if she 15, this guy, he's only got like 9 followers. Sure, he's got like a lot of views because the whole thing blew up. But theoretically, that's more contained. That's more contained. Okay? Guard Hunter has 16,000 followers. And somehow, it did not even pass his mind that displaying the fucking website to which, like, oh my fucking lord, somehow to display the fucking website and the individuals so that people who are fucked up could go to this website, find these individuals, not only find the pictures and shit in question. I'm keeping this all very, YouTube friendly because I don't want to get fucking banned in the next Tuesday, but we all fucking know what happened. We all know what we're talking about here. We all know exactly what the fuck we were talking about here. And he gave them the fucking access key. And then it took Cutie Cinderella, who is a streamer, who is girlfriend of Ludwig. It took her calling his ass out to this fucking situation. It took her calling his ass out to get this thing, to get him to remove the fucking picture, as well as a bunch of other people to remove the fucking picture. And it wasn't even like, and he still kept fucking going on and on and on about it. Talking about his intentions and shit. Just delete your fucking posts and call it a day. Just say Atriarch did a bad thing and call it a day, man. That's all you had to fucking do. You don't have to repost any shit that is censored. You didn't have to post the link in anything in the first place. You just had to shut the fuck up and say that what he did was bad. And this goes to multiple people in fucking Vultures. I call these motherfuckers Vultures to what this whole situation was. This was a content vulture for these individuals. And so, you have all these people, all these sick fucks come out of the woodwork and get these pictures and then start DMing and blowing these poor women up, these poor creators who, without their knowledge and consent, had these photos up on these fucked up websites. Completely fucked up. It is this whole fucking situation is the dumbest shit of all time. Do I think, okay, that deep down, that in his heart of hearts, that Atriarch is an irredeemable soul? No. I am devil's advocate when it comes to people. I believe that people have the capability of getting better, because if you do not have the capability of getting better, then that is a very, if you don't believe that people have the capability of improving themselves, then that is very, in my eyes, that is very nihilist, that is a very doomist in person, or way of looking at people. I believe that people can go from being bad to being good on the general. Now, there's some people who are bad and they stay bad, and there's some people who are good and they never really do anything bad. But in this scenario, in this situation, H-Rock did something bad. And that is the reality. That's the facts. He did a bad thing. And these people who decided to use this bad thing as fuel to the fire of furthering themselves and posting these pictures on the fucking all around on the internet and shit, on and spreading the awareness and ability to get access to these pictures is fucked. It is fucked beyond relief. It is the absolute worst fucking thing that I have ever goddamn seen as a human being and as a person. It is one thing to say that somebody is bad, that somebody is bad because they did something bad. It's one thing to say that what someone did is bad. It's another thing to DM people nudes of themselves that they did not fucking consent to posting. That's fucked up. That's fucked up on all the fucking levels. And I'm not getting into any other fucking semantics here. No, there's no fucking, I'm not getting into semantics of H-Rock being married and watching porn. I'm not getting into the semantics of watching porn in general. And whether or not that is something that is good or bad or whatever the fuck it may be. Because at the end of the day, what H-Rock did was bad, and how people handled it was fucking 10 times worse. It ended up being 10 times worse. People legitimately did more damage than was initially caused. It was almost as if instead of people going and grabbing the buckets of water to help the individuals who were trapped in the flames, it was basically like they grabbed a bunch of lighter fluid and fucking tinder and threw it at the goddamn flames. And if you are part of the group of people who are harassing any of these women involved, if you are a part of that group, I think that genuinely you need to get some fucking help. That genuinely speaking, if you believe that what happened was not wrong, in any case, that what H-Rock did was a normal thing to do, to watch this specific kind of corn, I think that you need to actually go and seek mental health care. That is the simple, clear-cut fact of the matter here. Now, hopefully, as somebody who watches H-Rock, I hope that he can make good. That he can do better and move past this. Not in a move on and forget about it kind of way. But in a he does actions that help support those affected kind of way, helps get this type of content removed kind of way, helps provide support to those who are affected kind of way. I hope that that is something that is achievable. And I hope that as somebody who watches them, that he is able to move on and keep creating, because I believe that his content is something that is overall beneficial to the YouTube and to the Twitch space and to the overall creator space. Because I know personally that there are people of which they go home and they have fuck all in their lives. They have fuck all hope in their lives. And they go home and they watch Atrioc and they get joy. And they have good in their lives. And to watch that be ripped away is something that must be heartbreaking for those individuals. And with that is the end of my rant on this. That is the end here. There is no further debate on morality of the situation. There isn't a debate on the morality of the situation. And what the people who covered this story did is morally fucked beyond belief. They foobarred this fucking situation. In the unlikely scenario that Guard or any of the fucking people, or that Guard Hunter or any of the people who, who contributed to the absolute complete fumbling and fuck up of this whole situation in terms of allowing people access to find these pictures and these videos that otherwise may have remained inaccessible to those individuals. If you for some or somehow some way see this video, I hope you are deeply ashamed of yourself and the situation that you created for the people that you supposedly were trying to protect or bring support to. Because at the end of the day, you fucked up. And you made the situation 10 times fucking worse for everybody. Not just trying to, or dog on the perpetrator, which is fair, but make it worse for the victims, which is completely and totally fucked up. That's the end. Good night.